The FIFA 22 market is in a little bit of a tricky spot, and in this video we're going to be talking about the potential market crash that is going to be coming on the 27th, Monday the 27th, and also talking about Sunday, what could possibly be happening, what's the best thing that you can be doing. So as we can see here, I have been trading quite a lot. I did upload a video on position change method. These were a few cards that I was selling, so if you guys saw from yesterday's video, maybe you guys are interested in what I have been doing. Some of these guys aren't too relevant, they're just from any advanced SBC, so those two for example, but the rest of these, Gabriel Jesus, I was doing the position change method with. I did upload a video on that. Correa as well. Also, I did do that a little bit with some Diego Jota, some Zaha, all of these Zahas, and it is very profitable. Each Zaha that you see here is around 2,000 coins profit, so it definitely does add up. And I did also try and do a little bit of flipping with these Upamecano's and also Joe Gomez, Eddie Militao's. It didn't really work out too much, to be honest. I did just break even, and I wanted to have all of my coins ready. As we can see here, I think for most people, it is a good idea to have your coins ready. If some of your cards maybe have already gone down in price, if we go ahead and take a look at FUTBin here, if you do have a card like Erling Haaland, for example, say you bought him at 100k or whatever like that, this guy is already crashing quite a lot, and you can already see this is purely just from panic selling. I bought him yesterday for 100k. I managed to sell him luckily just at around 98k or something like that, but then he did actually go down, and he's still going down 84,000 coins. That is just absolutely crazy that he is all the way down at that price, but I think it's going to continue to go down. And if you do have cards, for example, like a Rashford, I think if you haven't got out on it yet, I do think it's a good idea to get on it. He's been around 150k. He's been staying that price, which is a good sign. There's not too much panic selling on him. However, we are going to be seeing 4,600 FIFA points given out to everybody when we do actually come around to the 27th of September. Now, the reason this is going to be happening is for Ultimate Edition pre-orders. It's definitely going to be on September 27th, and it's going to be the moment that of midnight on the Sunday. So on the Sunday midnight, Sunday evening, local time midnight for everybody, that is when it's going to be happening. So for example, New Zealand are going to be getting it earlier. New Zealand will get it 12 hours earlier, so that is going to be around lunchtime UK time. But I think the main impact, what we're going to be seeing, is actually going to be with pretty much 26th on midnight. It is going to be late at night UK time, and very early on Monday morning. So Monday morning, maybe 1 a.m, 2 a.m, the market is going to be having a lot of supply onto the market, like loads and loads of supply. So you do want to be careful with the cards that you are holding. If you do have cards, for example, like a Varane, like a Rashford, you don't necessarily need to sell. However, if you are a little bit of a risk taker, or if you a little bit know how to trade, and you know that you can stay up on Sunday evening, you are going to be waiting, maybe you want to open your FIFA points as well, I do think it's a good idea to have your coins ready, and you can literally get loads and loads of good deals, and that's going to allow you then to sell it for the first FUT Champions, which is going to be October 8th, Friday, October 8th. That is when the first FUT Champions is going to be coming, and that is pretty much what you can be doing. So what my plan is with this 800,000 coins, I'm going to be staying up on the evening, on Sunday evening. I'm going to be buying cards maybe Monday morning, 1 a.m, 2 a.m. I'll see exactly what time I'm going to be buying, but I'm guessing there's going to be a load of panic selling, and also there is going to be a lot of supply genuinely going onto the market. Now, some people do have a valid argument that a lot of people are waiting to buy. However, I do think there is going to be so much supply that it is pretty much cannot be stopped by people demanding cards. So I do think maybe some certain cards, Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mbappe, Neymar, those pretty much 4, or any other icons where they're not going to be packed that much. I do think maybe if there is good panic selling Sunday, maybe afternoon, it is a good time to buy maybe, because they are going to be going up quite a lot. Essentially, what is going to be happening is a lot of cards, like for example, Adama Traore, I think he's going to be going down a lot. I don't think he's going to be holding his price. I don't think he's going to be having a good weekend, and definitely not. This is going to be affecting him so much. So if we look at Adama Traore, João Felix, for example, a few other cards like that, I think that they are going to be worst affected pretty much long term, because the reason is everyone is going to be opening up their packs. Very few people will be doing drafts, I think. Maybe a couple people will play drafts, but most people are going to be going ahead and opening packs. With those packs, they're going to be packing cards like João Felix, Diego Jota, loads of different cards, Adama Traore. They're going to be listing them up on the market, and they are going to be making coins from this. Now, with the coins that they are going to be getting from selling these cards, they want to go ahead and buy now more expensive cards. For example, Llorente, for example, Goretzka, Hakimi, all of these sort of more expensive cards. These are the cards that they will want to be buying, and these are the cards that we can pretty much go ahead and pick up when there is that little bit of supply, or a lot of supply. When that supply does come, I think these sort of cards are going to have a smaller buy window, because there is going to be a lot of people making coins from their FIFA points. And the first thing they're going to do is go ahead and buy these sort of cards. So I do think there is going to be maybe an hour or two when you can pick up these cards at a good price, but it is going to be quite a narrow price. It isn't in a narrow window. It isn't going to be lasting for the whole day. You're not going to have the whole Monday where you can get good deals on Goretzka, for example, or Hakimi, all of these sort of cards. And Marquinhos as well, I think, is a great card to be buying, to be investing in for the first FUT Champions Weekend League. So maybe if you cannot be staying up, for example, if you have school the next day or whatever reason, you can still buy these cards on Sunday evening. That is definitely an option. Or if you do have these cards, for example, you have a Heung-min Son, any of these cards, these meta, more expensive than 70,000 coins, you can also just keep your cards, but make sure you stick with that decision and you aren't going to be panic selling at all. If that's a decision you're going to be make, fair play, but make sure you stick with that. If you are going to be selling your cards and having your coins available for Sunday evening, Monday early morning, you do need to be quite active on the market and try and see when the cheapest time is. We can also go ahead and take a look at some of the cards that I think are going to be doing the best. FUTBIN does have a market tracker feature, so these are also cards that I think are going to be doing quite well. We can see right now they are all red. I think it's going to continue until Monday early morning, 1 a.m. 2 a.m. Then after that, they are going to have a very quick recovery. Don't get me wrong, there is going to be a market crash, but on these cards as well, but it's going to be lasting a very short period. You need to be very quick, you need to be decisive, you need to know when to buy. It is not definitely for everyone. It's not for everyone. I wouldn't recommend it for absolutely everybody. However, it's definitely an option, and if you could have sold your cards yesterday when prices weren't as low, then I do think that was definitely a good option. Like I said already, if you do have a card that has already had a huge hit and you think it's not worth it to sell, you can just keep that card. This doesn't mean that everybody needs to be selling their cards, but if you take the option to sell, make sure you have your coins available and you know when you are going to be buying. Make sure you have a plan in mind. But for all of the other cards, in my opinion, when you take a look at this popular page, I think a lot of cards are actually going to be suffering. I think Lacroix is going to be suffering quite a lot. If you take a look at cards like João Felix, we've already said, I do think Saint Just isn't going to be doing too good. Correa, for example, isn't going to be doing too good because there's just going to be packed so much. Saint Maximin, I don't think is going to be doing good at all. I think he's going to have a big crash, and I do think it is going to be staying down. I don't think he's going to be having the prettiest of recoveries. Cards like Camavinga as well, he's definitely going to be going down even more from what he is right now. This is my opinion on what I think is going to be happening. Sissoko, I think there's no way he's going to be holding at 8,000 coins. He's definitely going to go down to 7k at least, 6k possibly 5k, and he isn't really going to be recovering, unfortunately, because everyone with those coins, they are going to want to have better cards. They are going to want to upgrade this Sissoko into a Goretzka, into a Llorente, or at least even just a Wijnaldum at least. So that is my opinion on this market crash. It does happen every single year, and I think if you have your coins available, it is a good option, and I do think you can make a lot of coins, you can pick up a lot of deals, but there is going to be definitely a lot of people looking for these deals as well, so you do need to be quite strict with your timing, and best of luck pretty much. I think everything that you guys need is in this video. Rewatch it if you need to, if you don't understand. I think everything that you guys need to know is in this video. You can comment down below and I can help you guys if you do have any other questions. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.